So we're in kind of deep. Yeah, we're fucking wet back here. Bad news. We basically have to wait a month for this to dry up to do anything, but we're not taking that as our answer. So we're out here. Cody's chopping down trees. If we're gonna have to wait for that, we might as well put some effort into something else. It's gonna stay the same, but we're redesigning this roll in here because we have to move all the water to the sides. So I think this summer's plan is to get 2 runs here. A lot of work ahead of us, and these guys are awesome. All right, previously we were gonna do the ramp back here. That's not gonna be an option for the next month or so. So we decided we're just gonna do it right up front. This is the driest spot, 80 feet long by 16 feet wide. We've got it marked out. All these stakes are where our cinder blocks are gonna go.
It's crazy.
We got 33 cinder blocks. We've transported 33 cinder blocks to almost the back of the property. Cinder blocks are spread out. We got to put one at each one of these posts. Yeah. All right, so we've got all these cinder blocks level with this line, but we're gonna have to bring in some dirt to raise those ones up. This is the fun. 16 sheets for our transitions. The start of our 10-foot corridor. Longer than 10-foot board, but we're gonna get our 10-foot radius. I got a mark here for our screw. Mark here where I'm gonna drill a hole for our marker. I'm gonna reuse the cutoff, so this part is not gonna be used, so I'm reusing this section for this section. Everything's basically a giant jigsaw puzzle. This was the toughest transition to figure out. I think this is the shape we're gonna go with.
And
that's how we get one entire radius landing out of one sheet of plywood. We're on a budget, so we've got lower, middle, upper section of this all on one sheet of plywood. Most cost-effective way to do it. What the f***? Alright, we've got all our cinder blocks leveled. I'm gonna go paint the transitions that I had cut the other day.
trying to live it up since I do to lift this off again. Hey, you know every face in this. So pack the car and dry your eyes.
I did my math wrong on how many 2x6s I was gonna need, and then the next ones I gotta cut them a little shorter for the flat bottoms. I'm marking all of these with a little curve on the end of them, just so I know that these are for the transitions. Cody's grabbing the nice ones first. We're just gonna keep making pallet runs here. Yeah, I gotta get to work. I think we've absolutely maxed out the U-Haul. So me and Cody found the jackpot. Basically all 2x all the way across these ones. So we're just gonna steal it for the lumber, and there's a ton of them in there. This is how bad I miscalculated the amount of 2x6s. We're gonna make another Home Depot run. So we got fucking pallets, lots of pallets, even more pallets. I'll explain later. They're gonna go out there where some of those pallets are. Don't tell U-Haul that we tripled the max weight capacity on this thing. Not only is today the day, but the time is now. We got all our transitions in here, and we've got everything laid out back there. It's all good to go. All we gotta do is start framing. We've got 2 nail guns, 1 battery, 1 hose. We're getting the generator running right now. And all the wood's, not all the wood, but most of the wood is pre-cut. So it's already 2 sides. We just got to mark out the transitions and start framing it up. I think what we're going to do is frame up small pieces here and then move them out there. So I meant to film a lot more. It's getting late, so I figured I'd do it now. That's what's still remaining in our wood. We've got some 2x6s there, 2x6s here. I'm working on this big quarter right now, adding the final extension. This is 8 feet, that makes it 10. We've got the flat bottom framed up, the box lip and landing going right now, and then we'll have another flat bottom there and then another radius over there. It's been a lot of work. All these guys have been super helpful, and we're definitely not getting it done today. We were wishful thinking. Cody's flipping me off right now, but we just took so long moving everything. And me and Cody got out at 7:30 this morning, and we've been working for 14 hours straight so far. But it's about to be sick. We still have to take that ramp and bring it back here to finish this. I changed my mind on how I wanted to do it, so we're doing pallets for supports on a lot of this. But yeah, we'll keep you posted. This is where we're gonna call it for tonight. We just finished a stunt show. Got the whole stunt ramp taken to the property today and our very long piece of coping. We're taking lunch. We got most of the quarter framed up. We got the studs for the deck framed up. We're gonna get these finished out here, pull the box into position, the landing, and then start framing out that way. So coping's gonna sit in here, sheet should run flush, because we need to bring that roll in, that small one back there. That way we can have a step up at the end of this. Here's a quick update. We got the flat bottom framed out. This is 12 feet, so we gotta scoot this over, make some supports there because our blocks are 16 feet apart. Didn't think about that earlier. To be honest, the other stuff here was my main concern. So we're building the start of the step up now. We're gonna get some pallets there to support the back, and then we gotta bring that up. Well, we'll be able to start sheeting soon. Just have to get this whole thing supported. Ryder, you helping out, buddy?
Here, you need some screws?
You ain't doing shit.
He's holding the screws for me. All right, we're starting to sheet. They're back there, getting that figured out. Yeah.
Ryder, come here.
All right, this is what we took down from the other small rolling back there. We're rebuilding it to be a step-up lip here. It's gonna be a little bit wider. It's gonna be as wide as this jump here. We sheeted the first layer on most of the ramp. We ran out of wood, so we had to go buy some more plywood. So we're gonna run another layer and then paint all that. Progress update. We're using pallets for like a footer on the bottom, making posts out of the 2x4 posts. Turning them into little 4x4s. Now we're gonna use actual 4x4s for the end, widen it out a little bit, and get a 12-foot section going back there. Tracing out another radius. You can't really see it. This is for the quarter. We're doing a quarter. We decided we wanted to do a quarter and a wall right at the end instead of just like a bank. And then we were like, where are we gonna sit? So we made a little addition on the back for like people to sit so they're not in the way. We're gonna actually steal the landings from these, just the sides, and then reframe them because we like that radius. So we're just gonna use that as the step up landing for now. So me and Keen came out here working late tonight. We got the coping laid out, got these trimmed. They were like 6 inches higher. We trimmed that. We got the deck boards up there. Don't ask me how we did that. The 3/4 ply is very fucking heavy. We got this cut kind of on an angle here. The landing is rolled over now, the knuckle. It took a few days for us to get it to flex. It needed to get some moisture. Basically getting everything finalized so I know the very last Home Depot run. So I'll have a little shopping list. This is a good angle to show the quarter. I did this morning. It's hard to see because it's dark. I'll show it again in the daytime, but got the quarter started for the wall ride back there. I got to do that tomorrow. And the step up, everything's framed as far as the ribs go. I just wanted to give another quick update. We got a lot done yesterday, and then I came out here this morning just before work to get a little bit more done. I'm working on this. I got to figure out where the last stud's going to go for the coping, and then I'll lay these old sheets as a first layer. I got this step up with one sheet. I'm going to get new plywood for the next, but here's the step up. Everything's sheeted twice, Still have to do the deck of the box jump. I gotta put a deck here, but we're not sure how far away we want it. And then we still have to put the wall, handrails along the whole thing, some light posts on the ends there, light posts somewhere here and here, and then 2 on the big quarter. Hopefully this is the last Home Depot run. Once again, just me out here, early morning, trying to get this ramp done as fast as I can. We're gonna put a couple posts in the back to reinforce the entire thing. I've got some fast setting quickcrete. I have 3 holes dug for some 16-foot posts. This is what my current project is. 3 holes are full of water, which is actually good. It's gonna keep me from having to bring a bunch of gallons of water back here. 4x4 posts, they're 16 feet tall, so they'll be pretty close to the height of the deck there. And yeah, I'm gonna try to put these things in myself. Quarter's almost done. I just had to tighten the coping and I'll do that later. Box is basically done. This lip is done. I just had to put a 2x here to reinforce that lip because it's a little soft right now. Step up's good to go. I've got all my railings on here now. Then I put this wall up. I got more reinforcements in the back. I did some 2x6s here to reinforce 3 of these posts up and tie it into the wall for now. I still got to get a 2x6 in the center. I'll get some braces from here to the top of the deck there, right across, just to keep get all the flex out of it. The coping for it, I just got to cut the coping down, butt them together, and I can sheet this to finish that off. I don't know what I have for plywood for the wall. I was going to use the Hager Co wall, but I think I'm going to use that for the step-up lip, or for the step-up bank. So I might have to get new ply for this. Yeah, I'll show you when we get a little bit more done. So close. Another morning, this one a little less nice out. But rain or shine, I'm out here. Just a few more things. Got to reinforce the wall, sheet it, resheet this with another layer, sheet this with another layer, put the coping on. Right now, I've already got the posts up for the railings. So cutting all my railings, laying them out right now. So my plan for today, this morning, is just to get these railings up, get all this like easy, time-consuming stuff out of the way. Still reinforcing this deck from underneath. And then a little bit of stuff back here that needs to be reinforced, putting some railings up from here to here. That way there's no chance of falling off the side of this, airing it out. Well, maybe not no chance, but a better chance of not falling off the sides of that. Wrapping things up, I've got the railings up. I still have to cut the tops off, obviously. That's the railings. I built this in. This is also gonna help support it this way, keep the wall from falling back. Just some added supports. Also, if we air out and come off, something to help catch us in a worst case scenario. Update, because I haven't done one in a minute. Me and Cody out here in this 90-degree Michigan weather. 90 degrees in Michigan, it's way harder than 90 degrees like anywhere else. Wall ride's up and it looks crazy. We got a bunch of reinforcements here. It looks kind of wild, but does the job. We got the coping up, quarters built, sheeted twice. This one's sheeted. We got 12 footers that we're cutting down because we're making the bank for this step up right here. We were gonna test it and move it, but we're kind of on like a f it mindset. We're just gonna do it, call it good, be done. We found the old Hager Co wall, but not all of it. We're missing a piece here. No clue where it's at. I think we're still gonna try to use this. May have to get just painted straight black and covered, which is sad, but whatever. We got the railing on the 10 foot also. All right, this is the final day out here before it gets painted. We still got some other little like lights to put up if we don't get those up today, but they're putting all the screws in. We ran some chalk lines, and then Andy B is gonna come out. He's getting us hooked up with fresh paint over the whole thing. So we're gonna paint this a really nice brown. We had the gray, but he's hooking us up, so we're gonna do gray on like the railings and other things like that. Everything's basically done. I'll give you a walkthrough when all this is done, then shortly it'll be painted, and I'll give you a little walkthrough for that as well. All right, so we're back. I didn't get any footage yesterday. I got back kind of late, so it was already a little bit dark. Paint was still wet. It didn't look like the color that it's actually gonna be. The ramp's painted. I'm out here just to get some lights out this morning. Yeah, so here is the big reveal of the ramp.